What's up, everybody? It's Alex, the founder and CEO at Motoroso, your dedicated mods marketplace. Now, I just got done installing a new mid-pipe on my 2016 Ducati Multistrada Enduro, and now the thing sounds like an actual beautiful sounding Ducati V twin. And I was really missing that in its stock trim because that big, bulky catalytic converter thing in the middle of the bike was 18 pounds of just sound deadening material that I didn't want there. And now the thing sounds great. But to get the maximum performance gains out of this mid-pipe and to protect the engine from running too rich or too lean, you need to get yourself a Dynojet Power Commander 5. Even if your bike is stock, I recommend a Dynojet Power Commander 5 on your bike because it's a relatively easy install, and then you flash a new map on there and you're gonna get a little bit better performance out of the whole bike. It's gonna make sure that the thing is running perfectly. Now, while you do this installation, you're gonna see there's a lot of parts that come off the bike. Don't be intimidated. It's very, very doable, but it is a lot of steps, and we're making a step-by-step video for you next. But while you're in there, do yourself a favor. Get yourself a Canon high-performance air filter and replace the filter while you're in here because it is under the gas tank. And if you ever want to do an air filter replacement, you're going to have to do all of this again. So do it while you're in there. We'll put a link to the Canon air filter in the description of this video and right here. Check that out. Now let's get on with the installation. Start by taking off your seats. Remove the metal fairing covers on both sides using 5mm Allen and a Torx T27. Pop off the middle black plastic cover around the ignition switch. Remove the 4 3mm bolts holding the black plastic trim pieces in place. Push forward on these trim pieces to slide them out. Do not pull up because they'll break. Remove the plastic covers on both sides using a combination of 3 and 4mm Allen. Remove all 4mm bolts securing the tank cover, including the hidden one on the inside left. Remove all 5mm bolts around the ring of the gas cap, but don't pull the gas cap out. Disconnect the wiring harness under the tank cover. Gently lift up on the tank cover. Then reach inside to disconnect the 2 venting lines and remove the gas tank cover entirely. Remove the 2 5mm fuel tank hold-down bolts. Disconnect the wiring harness from the fuel pump and disconnect the fuel pump line. This connector is a bit tricky, so be careful not to break it. Make sure to close the fuel valves by turning the knobs clockwise on both sides of the front of the tank. Pinch the spring clamps and slide off the fuel lines. Use paper towels to catch excess fuel. Make sure both valves are closed before you do this. Prop up the fuel tank to give access to the harnesses. Locate the 3 wiring harnesses under the left side of the fuel tank. Unplug the lower and upper of these 3 plugs. Connect the Power Commander wiring harness into the corresponding plugs. Run the Power Commander wiring harness neatly under the other wiring in the bike to avoid impingements on the seat. Remove this side cover to feed the wiring under the frame. Insert the Power Commander wiring in line with the crank position sensor connectors. Use a 5mm Allen to remove this 1 bolt on the case cover and attach the grounding point. Conceal the wiring underneath the frame to make everything look clean. Connect the supplied posi tap to the stock green and white wire of the bike's engine temperature sensor connector. Attach the unterminated gray-white wire of the PC5 to this posi tap. Connect the posi tap to the stock white gear position sensor wire. Attach the unterminated blue-white wire of the PC5 to this posi tap. Tuck all your Power Commander wiring underneath the stock wiring and secure using zip ties. Now clean the mounting surface with the supplied alcohol swab and attach some Velcro to keep your Power Commander in place here. Now follow the instructions included with your Power Commander. You're going to need a PC and you're going to need to download the Power Commander software. You're going to then need to download the map that you want to install on the bike and then just connect it using the USB cable and flash the new map onto the bike and you're ready to roll. All right, hopefully you found that helpful and you got that installation done. Now, if you want to know everything else that I've done to my Ducati Multistrada Enduro to make it the perfect adventure bike build, I just spent 10 days in Baja. I learned everything I liked about the bike and everything that I thought it needed, and we're making a separate video right over here that you can watch to learn all the mods that I got this thing to make it the perfect adventure bike. Thanks for watching.